We use a simple technique. If you have a doubt about a stone, as that it is gamma irradiated, what you do is you expose it to strong daylight or to a strong spotlight for few hours, where the color shades off, and with which you know that the stone has been irradiated.
Now, I was informed that there are a lot of blue topaz that are brought to this country
Yes.
for cutting.
Yes, for cutting, as well as we export white topaz for irradiation.
Yes. Now, when blue topaz comes in, I have been informed that sometimes they don't observe the proper cooling periods.
Yeah, but they cannot escape. We get the assistance of energy authority to test all the imports that get back to Sri Lanka for radiation.
So all the blue sapphires that are coming,
not the blue sapphires, blue topaz, yeah,
into this country,
yeah, are
subject
to radiation checks or examination
they are in the
within the proper permissible limits. They are, radiation should be. If not, we don't allow it to come into the country. We make them re-export the material.
Okay, could you talk about any other treatment methods that you have encountered that have developed over the time?
Basically, those are the treatments that you encounter. I mean, glass filling. Oh yeah. In addition to that, you get oiling and waxing. Poor quality sapphires are being oiled using colored oil, and then waxes to improve.
What kind of oil are they using for sapphires?
Well, it's a blue oil. Well, we could not say identify it with normal instruments, but you see some sort of filling in the stone.
Are they using the same process as sapphire, as emeralds, where they heat the
oil
up?
Yes, to a low temperature. You heat the oil and then heat the stone and immerse it in heated oil, so that cracks get filled with the oil. That type of treatment.
How long has this practice been going on?
Well, we could not say how long it has been going on, but it is with inferior quality sapphires or very poor quality sapphires. So it could be coming into the country. It's something like that.
Okay,
not that we are doing it in Sri Lanka.
Sorry?
Not that the Sri Lankan treaters are doing it. It is coming mainly from other countries outside, we'll say.
Okay, can you now talk a little about stones that are in Sri Lanka that are being non-Sri Lankan stones that are masquerading as Sri Lankan stones, from Madagascar or from...
Yeah, it's free to rough imports could come to the country, so it's free from any country. There could be stones come. You get stones coming from Australia, Thailand, Madagascar, Tanzania. That's a practice. Rough stones are imported, and then it's cut and then re-exported.
And
it is mainly service cutting, plus you can have some stones traded in the market. We'll say the best color, best quality stones get traded. That is how it works anywhere in the world.
Are there any laboratories in Sri Lanka doing certificate origin like the Googling lab?
Yeah, there are private laboratories which I cannot name. There are private laboratories doing this.
Certificate of origin?
Yeah.
In your knowledge, do you think that they are in a position to give that certificate, or do they have the necessary equipment like the Googling laboratories?
Well, that is a question that I cannot answer, because I have not inspected these laboratories, and it's not fair for me to comment on that in that sense. Sorry.
But the main stones in Sri Lanka, when someone wants a certificate, people send it to the Googling labs or
Yeah, for
GIA?
valuable stones, that
Is
takes
the,
place. Yes,
that is the
yes.
standard that
Yeah.
most Sri Lankan
Yeah,
geologists
yeah,
or
but
gem
now,
dealers.
there are different labs coming up with
In Sri Lanka.
sophisticated instruments in Sri Lanka. So this going to Goblin lab will, it will get reused, not at once, but these labs coming up, they should get recognition. Once they gain recognition, there will be a shift.
Because a lot of the dealers I spoke to yesterday said that the cost factor of Googling laboratories for certification is so expensive that if they do get a certificate, they lose their profit margin, so they refrain from sending it to Googling labs.
Yeah, I'm afraid again I better not comment on foreign laboratories either.
Uh, Can you talk a little about the future? What do you see the future of your laboratory and services that you see as an evolution?
Yeah, we have a plan. It's actually 3-stage one, where we will initially go for FTIR to protect our natural sapphires untreated. When once that is in place and functions well, delivers goods, we will go for the other instruments like LIBS and Raman in 2 different stages, and perhaps to a EDXRF for research.
And
All together, in about 5 years' time, we'll get to that standard.
when you are looking at getting a Raman spectroscope
Yes, as a part of it, under the 3rd stage of development.
what training are you all providing? You said you are part of the Gem Corporation training program.
Yes,
And I was also informed now the universities are also doing a gemology
Yes,
program
yeah.
in Peradeniya.
yeah.
Can you talk a little about that? and
Yes,
your
now I
experience?
myself, I am doing my MSc in gemology at Peradeniya University, and 3 colleagues of mine are also doing the same MSc at Peradeniya for this during this particular period. And then, from time to time we are given the chance of going outside to countries like other institutes like the institutes in Thailand and Germany for our advanced training.
Has any of your gemologists been to GIA, or is GIA part of this program at all that you all have, or you all are mainly focusing on?
We absorb GIA qualified gemologists, but we have not gone there.
Do you all have any GIA?
Yes, we have
gemologists
one GIA gemologist
within the.
institution. Yeah.
What do you see as the Peradeniya MSc course and the specimens that they have there for testing, like you had in Ida Oberstein?
Yeah, it's an advanced course where we don't carry out such testing, but we look into the subject in depth, right? It could be heat treatment, it could be inclusion of stones, etc., etc. But we go deep into it, but not number of stones. That doesn't matter, right? It's the depth of knowledge that matters there. That's actually a different level of studies.
What is the main focus of the MSc course? Is it crystal structure like FGA? Is it more about treatment?
No, it's
or is
about
it trade oriented?
No, it's everything, we'll say. You look at crystal chemistry, then geological aspects of it, mineralogical aspects of it, crystallography, okay, into a deep depth, and then about gem minerals and their treatments, etc., etc. It's an in-depth, as I said, in-depth study of all the aspects that are covered in those basic courses.
Are you all creating a catalog history, either photographically or statistically, of the stones that you all have tested, so that other gemologists coming along can have a reference to?
We are creating a database, inclusion database for our use. Well, it has not extended to other gemologists, but for our staff, all the stones that are being tested and